Hi everybody, Wendy from Cinnamon Sweet Shoppe. Today we're going to be making an Italian butter cookie, also known as an Italian Spritz cookie. The ingredients, not a lot of ingredients, flour of your choice. You can use the low carb stuff, you can use all purpose, they're the best. We're also going to be using two kinds of extracts. So I have vanilla extract, almond extract. Now I just happen to have an almond emulsion on hand, and you can use that as well. This one measures equal amounts. And the recipe, the ingredients are at the link in the description box below. Wanted to point that out before I forgot to tell you that. And then I'd get a million people messaging me, or what are the ingredients? Just look at the description box below. Sugar, butter softened to room temperature, 1 egg, and a little bit of milk. I'm using oat milk, but just use any milk you want. You can even use water if you want. All right, now we are going to, I'm using my little handheld mixer rather than my big one. So we'll see how this comes out. It's butter. And then we're gonna add the sugar, and we wanna cream that together real good. So again, using my handheld mixer, scraping some of that butter off. Nice and creamy. Well, the handheld did do a nice job creaming this. It just took a little bit longer to do that. Now we are going to add in the egg. Then we're going to add the extracts in here, both vanilla and almond. Be nice and almond tasting. That's why I like emulsion, because it has a much stronger taste. So let's mix this together until it's pretty much well blended in. We're going to gradually add in the flour. So I am going to put about 1/3 of it in. Mix it well, and then just add more in by the thirds. Now when your dough is done, it should be thoroughly mixed in, but not over mixed. If the dough is a little too dry, where it's not going to go through your tip smoothly, you're going to add a little bit of that milk. So you don't want to add it all at once. Uh-oh, I just spilled some. I'm just going to do maybe like 1/4 tablespoon in there, and then just mix it back in with your, you could beat it with your mixer again, and just until it's not real sticky. If it's too sticky, add a little more flour. But you do want to have a nice soft dough. Again, you want it to be able to fit into your little tube. Now we're going to fill the pastry bag. So the tube that I'm using, this is an 8B size. I know Wilton makes a 6B size. This is not Wilton. This is the brand Celebrated. I picked it up at Michael's. I don't know if it's exclusive to them or not, but I believe their tube sizes are pretty much equivalent to Wilton. 6B I didn't think was big enough, so I went for the 8B, and a very large pastry bag. This is a 14-inch. It's not a disposable one, because with cookie dough, it's thick. I've used cookie doughs in disposable ones, and it splits the bag in half, and it was a mess. Now, as you can see, I am using that tip, holding it kind of on an angle, keeping it a couple inches apart. So just squeezing, putting some nice pressure. I want it a certain amount of thickness. And then stopping it right there. I am going to fix that in a moment when I'm done. It's a little hard doing this with the camera right by me. It doesn't give me a lot of room. So make that nice and thick. Those ends that I said don't worry about, I'm going to dip my hands in, or my finger into a little bit of that leftover milk, and just fix them up so they look a little nicer. These are going to be baked in a 350-degree oven for 10 to 12 minutes until the edges are a light golden color. Once the cookies have cooled, you can decorate them. And I found these cool Christmas tree decoration. So it's Christmas tree sprinkles. I think I got these in Big Lots, but it's really kind of a nice mixture. It has some little white balls. It has some gold stars, little green Christmas trees, sprinkles, just to mix it in there. It even has a little bit of edible gold dust in here. But of course, you can use anything you want. I melted some chocolate. And for this, I don't want to dip the whole thing. I just want to dip part of it. Like that. Let the excess drip off. And I will just spoon some of these decorations on here. I don't really want a lot, so I'm not going to dump the whole thing in there. So again, we'll do it with this one. And then spoon a few more on here. Be sure to like this video, share it, and subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you all next time.